SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B episode 2. Now, child, leaving where we left off last week, Tamika and Tasha and Ocean and Mama G, they all outside Mama G house, showing out, curring on, yelling, acting a fool. The neighbors get ready to call the police. What's going down? This is not College Park. This is a residential area. Y'all stop all this, So, so because, she's obviously upset and she said, Mama, you know what they did. You know they took my money. You know they did that, And I was just like, Lord, have mercy. I felt so bad. Tamika's daughter just, standing there just like what to do. I got, Lord, I just don't know. Tamika ended up getting in the car and she rolled the window down. The mama wanted to talk. She was just like, Ocean, talk to your mother. And Tamika was like, Mama, please. You know that ain't right, blah, blah, blah. Child. Like I said, if, well, I didn't say, but I'm going to link my previous video that I did where I talked about, on the Chalaki Thoughts, where I talked about Tamika. She did a video with her daughters, Ocean and Naya, where she explained a lot of what we saw in episode 1. And she connected a lot of the dots and she gave a lot of the backstory. So I'm going to give, link that video in the bottom bar below. But pretty much didn't nobody know that this had happened. But she said she did tell her mama about it. And the mama had the nerve to tell Tamika, well, you don't know what Tasha needed with the money if she took your money. You don't know what she needed with it. She might have really needed it. At the time, Tamika was pregnant with her youngest daughter. And her oldest daughter, Ocean, was in college. And they was paying for Ocean's college out of pocket. But Latasha needed the money. All right. Okay. Really sad and unfortunate situation, child. I'm trying to tell you. Some of these church folks, child, no matter what, where, who they serve, no matter what this family, no matter who it is, guess what? People are people. People are gonna people. Sometimes people gonna lie. Sometimes people gonna steal. Sometimes people gonna cheat. Hell, sometimes people gonna take their sister's routing and account number and give it to their husband, allegedly. And Tamika, a real good sister. A real good sister. This ain't $1,000. Even I fall out with you for $5 personally. But that's just me. But this is $30K. Child been paying extra taxes, and when you get a large sum of money, the IRS gonna take some of it back. And she didn't even tell her husband what was going on. They're trying to figure out why they gotta pay so many taxes back and everything. That's because Tamika got this big check that she didn't get. That's voodoo. Okay. So moving on from that scene, the next thing we see is Candy, Tiny, and Tamika. They sit down and do what the girls do best, eat. Especially that Candy child. I would love to hang out with Candy because I know we gonna eat. Oh, we gonna eat. Candy's always chewing something. I live. So she got them legs and hips and body. So anyway, they're sitting down talking. Tamika played a voice message from her mother for the girls. And basically in the voice message it said, Tamika, if I hear that you jumping on your sister, you doing anything to your sister, there ain't nothing but the hands of God himself that's going to pull me off, that's going to peel me off your ass if you touch that girl. I said, Lord, these mothers are something serious. You gonna beat up your grown daughter with all that booty? Child, all Tamika got to do is booty bump her and mama, child, slide down the step. Y'all don't touch our mama. These jokes, okay? But I'm just saying, like, you can't be that involved, mama. But she is, because while Tasha and Rocky allegedly was spending Tamika's money, they slid mama a couple of thousands, you know. Mama air conditioner had went out, and the central air wasn't working, so they got her an AC unit. And mama, she needed a new TV. The TV had went out, and they had to show her how to do the Roku and stuff. So, mama wanted to hire a maid because she tired of cleaning. So, they got that set up for mama, allegedly. I don't know. What a sad situation, though. But I wouldn't know what to do. My sister stole $30,000 from me, allegedly. Who can I run to? Not Tasha. So anyway, she played that message. She started to cry. The girls was, comforting her, etc. Candy said that Tamika has blindly supported her sister and, been there for her sister and all that stuff. All the stuff that we already know, that we've seen for years if you followed their story. And Tamika fell out with Candy because of Tasha. The whole thing about Candy allegedly sleeping with Jermaine Dupri, the daddy, and all these other people. And the whole social death, that's just what she do. After her doing all that, allegedly, that came from Tasha. And she was just trying to, take up for her sister. I said, Lord have mercy. We see Rocky and Tasha on the other side of town talking. Tasha coming down and, she's upset and blah, blah, blah. Rocky was like, why my name was brought up and stuff. Well, because, they said it went into your account, Rocky. But, okay, allegedly. So, it got, it started to get crazy. And he kind of made a threat towards Tamika. He was just like, when somebody brings up your name, they got to deal with the consequences of that. Are you threatening Tamika, Rocky? I know you ain't trying to get the courts involved, Rocky. Because Tamika says she got her receipts. So if you want to take this thing to court, family, brother-in-law, we can. Tamika, lawyer up. Because your brother-in-law coming for you. Okay. Let me see. What's next? We have Lily, and we meet one of her sisters. Lily has 4 sisters. She's the baby. She talked about a little bit of her story. Her mom worked hard, and she, growing up with a bunch of siblings, you have to share rooms and all that. And she said the first thing she got when she got her big SWV check was buy her a bed, because she never really had her own bed and stuff. And it was nice to see Lily and Jeanette, talking and doing that thing and taking us back down memory lane. It was sweet. So next we see Tamika and Taj. Tamika and Taj seem like just 2 cool people to hang around. Definitely. Out of everybody in Xscape and SWV, I feel like I'm the most similar personality-wise to Tamika and Taj, probably. And it just seemed cool to just go out and hang out at the homegirls, They ain't about too much drama, just, whatever, So they meet up, and Tamika gets emotional with Taj. She says that, the situation with her mom and her sister did not go well. And she always felt like the mom took Tasha's side. And she says she followed Tasha and everything that she said because that's when her mom paid her any attention and gave her love that she wanted. Tasha got it automatically, but she kind of had to fight for the mom's love, which is just, it really breaks my heart, honestly. And these women are in their 40s and 50s, and this is stuff that Tamika has been holding in for years and years and years, and It's just sad. It's just sad. So Tiny, she hosts the girls over her house. And they're sitting around, and they start talking about management first. Candy brought up that she wanted to change management because since the whole versus thing with Xscape, because it was so huge, they, was under a new management, I guess, and they was thinking a whole bunch of different shows, opportunities, etc. would come from that, but it didn't. Nothing happened. And Candy was like, well, maybe we need to change management. We found out that the management is very close friends with Tasha and Rocky. Go figure. So they're asking Tasha, how does she feel about that? About possibly us branching out to getting new management that we all agree with, feel comfortable with, know gonna make some moves for all of us. Tasha ain't had nothing to say. She said she gonna pray on it. Mom's the word, and I got nothing to say because them her friends. Somehow, some kind of way, things have to benefit her. And if they don't, then she's not really with it. It's not about the betterment of the group. It's about the betterment of Tasha. Tasha, once again, we got on the whole thing of, oh, we need to talk and blah, blah, blah. Tamika was like, well, what's wrong with you? You done changed. I don't even know who you is. You wearing that blonde hair like it's growing out of your scalp. Who are you? It's stringy. You need another unit. Who are you, Tasha? Just stuff Tamika was saying. And she was just like, oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to I'm not going to And she was like, well, why? Why you don't want to say nothing? Why you don't want to talk about nothing? Like, they already know. And she did not want to talk about anything in front of Tiny and Candy, which I think is silly. Because yes, this is a family thing, and yes, Tamika's your blood sister, Tasha, but at the end of the day, y'all have been knowing Candy and Tiny since y'all were teenagers. I mean, they are your sisters too. So, I mean, what can you say that they don't know? Because anything that y'all talk about privately, Tamika gonna tell them anyway, because them her friends. And her sisters as well. So, I mean, and before you know it, Tasha got up and left, and Candy escorted her out. Tiny escorted her out. I was like, Lord have mercy. We see Taj and her beautiful son and that fine husband of hers, child. Ooh, Father God, George, Eddie George. My God. I know he's a heterosexual man, and bless his heart, but that is a fine man. You hear me? Oh, George. Eddie George. He's super nice, too, and kind. I remember watching Eddie George on, was it MTV True Life? Or MTV Bake Me, whatever. Remember MTV used to do them stories about young kids who was dealing with challenges in school, getting picked on, or had disabilities, or whatever it is. They wanted something they wanted to conquer, to defeat, whatever. So it was one episode where Eddie George, he was working with this guy in high school, this black dude, and he kind of was the nerdy, kind of awkward. He one of his dreams was he wanted to, be prom king and stuff. And I remember he came on here, there, mentored him, talked to the people that was bullying him, making fun of him, and the boy ended up being prom king. And it really warmed my heart. It actually got me emotional. And I just love stories about that, the underdogs and people who go through things, who people don't think nothing of, who end up overcoming and slaying the world. And so I love that. So Eddie George, he's a really good dude. Anyway, they stay in Nashville, Tennessee, child, and that's what they at, child. It's interesting. She asked her son, do you know who Xscape is? He said, yeah. She was like, well, do you know their songs? And he was like, nah, he don't really know. But, and the same thing with on Tamika's video. that she did a few days ago on her channel explaining everything. She talked about, she had her baby daughter come in and asked, do you know who SWV is, and blah, blah, blah. And, that's the kid generation. These kids don't know what they don't know, right? But, thank God I got a old school mama. My mama's 70. I'm 33. So she didn't have me until like 37 or so. But I'm glad and thankful that I grew up on 70s and 80s and 90s R&B music. So, I was raised with some good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff today, but nothing beats that, in my opinion. So, thank God, child. I'm one of the last generations that kind of grew up with that kind of old school music foundation. Okay, so moving on from that, we have DJ A1. I think that's his name, right? I really like him. He's super cool. Xscape's DJ. Then we have Todd and Candy. During this conversation, Todd said something very important. He said that the issue with you and Tasha is that she cannot take what you have become because she did not become that. And that's really what it boils down to when it comes to Candy and Tasha, to be honest. Jealousy. Everything that Candy is, Tasha was supposed to be. And it just wasn't her testimony. And it's not to say that Candy's better than Tasha. It's not to say that Tasha's worse than Candy. It's not. Everybody just has their own track. Everybody just has their own journey in life. And it's okay. And nobody's better than anybody. At the end of the day, they all are Xscape. And they're all talented in their own right and all have accomplished certain things. So as a grown-up who knows that, should know that and have that kind of mindset. But I mean, that's not the tea. And I don't know, maybe Candy looked how Tasha wanted to look back then. Maybe that was another thing, because Tasha has dealt with a lot of horrible things and ridicule and comments and bullying in this industry, being a heavyset, dark-skinned black woman. And nobody could ever take that struggle and I could, only imagine. So, and I've dealt with this. It's different, but I've at certain times in my life, I've experienced colorism. I've always been big my whole life. I come from the hood. I've always been gay. So, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. This standard of whiteness is never going to go anywhere. It's never going to go anywhere. But Tasha's beautiful. I've always thought Tasha was beautiful. And I think she looks great now. And she's living a great life. And, she has a lot to be thankful for. She's living a great life because she allegedly took her sister's money. But anyway, y'all stop. For real, stop. So they're talking, and so Tasha talking to her shady husband, and Tasha feel like she don't know if Candy don't like her or not, but she feels like it's something as to why Candy don't like her. And she feels like that Tasha's working on her solo deal in the late 90s during the Traces of My Lipstick era. And apparently Tasha's album was shelved, and then all of a sudden she noticed within that time frame that Candy's album came out, and she actually had her stuff that came out and blah blah blah. Fun fact: my very first single that I ever bought was Candy. Don't think I'm not. How I go the beginning. I want this video to be too long. I don't have to go ask John where you were last night, 'cause I already know what you will say. I already know your lie. But I can't be mad at you, 'Cause it's something that you don't know. And something that can I do my own thing. Something go while you're talking me. When you're out in the club, don't think I right. When you're out making love, don't think I right. When you're feeling good, somebody's out, get it hot, don't stop. So anyway, yeah. So we don't know why. And my whole thing, but that is like, Tasha, why don't you ask Jermaine? Or ask whoever was working with you on your album, or the producers, or whoever. Ask the photographers who was taking the pictures. Ask the guy who I don't know. Ask some why is that Candy's tea? I mean, it might have been something shady that they was doing, Jermaine them or whoever. But that's not Candy's fault, I don't think, Horn. So I don't know. We're going to pray for everybody involved. The last scene was Tasha and her husband. They meet up at this record executive's establishment. And they meet this guy, and we find out that Rocky... it's something about that man. It just makes me quiver. There's something about Rocky that just, his eyes, just looking at him. It's something about me that just, puts, I don't fear much. I fear a lot, but I don't fear much, But there's something about him. It's just, I don't know. There's something about that husband. It's always a damn man coming along and messing up the sisterhood. It's always something about a man that's coming along and doing something shady, messy, and Rocky gave Tasha confidence, and Tasha gave Rocky a job. And that's why they holding on to each other. He saw a mail ticket. Oh, this girl got all this talent. Yeah. Anyway, so they meet up at the guy. Tasha, she's getting ready to put out a gospel album, I guess. Y'all saw the song. I'll link the song in the video. The video in the bottom bar below as well. It's called Stay With Me. It's a beautiful song. Tasha can sing. We all know that. And so... But she didn't tell them that Xscape did not know about the fact that she was coming there. Xscape don't know nothing about this, about her trying to work on a solo gospel deal in the name of Jesus. They don't know. And, and so he gets her to, she don't know what's going on with the Xscape, the future of Xscape. So the guy gets Tasha to sing. Like I said, Tasha is super talented. I mean, the voice on that woman is magical, truly. But thank God for Xscape that they all can sing. So, I mean, we're going to miss you, Tasha. If you want to be petty and take this route, we're going to miss you. But the show is not going to stop because you ain't there, sis. But that's a power move that she's trying to play because she knows that she's the lead singer. And she knows that she led a lot of Xscape songs. But Tamika sings down. So, I mean, I think Tasha's voice is more distinctive than Tamika's. But Tamika can sing just as good as Tasha, technically. So what else is going on? So next week we're gonna see Taj and Tasha talking. Because Tasha gonna tell Taj all the tea that she got, what's going on with this gospel deal and stuff. And Taj trying to figure out what's going on. So of course Taj gonna go talk to Candy or one of the Xscape girls and figure out, hey, what's going on with your sister? She going solo, right? And that's just gonna create the whole thing. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. It's gonna be a mess. This show is good. This show is good. Y'all don't even gotta bring Housewives back, to be honest. Cause I'm getting my life. Cause I hate the sisters and all that going through stuff. But I get to relive out some of my childhood, some of my memories with these groups. And these are two of my all-time favorite groups of all time. So I get to, reminisce and see all these little fun facts and all this trivia and the songs, the music, That's what I live for. I love it. Anyway, this video's long enough, child. Make sure y'all click the bottom bar below and get the links that I told you I'm gonna link down there if I don't remember. 30,000. What would y'all do? Put in the comment section. What would y'all do if y'all sister, y'all brother, y'all auntie, y'all grandma, y'all mama took $30,000 from you allegedly? What would y'all do? No, 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 no. I don't wanna go. You got to go for 30K. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at It's Kingsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At It's Kingsworld89 on Snapchat. Chess King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.